that? I want you to draw this picture. So draw a rock, and then I want you to draw an arrow showing that the rock is moving. You just draw right underneath where you just wrote your definition. Right here. When sediment gets carried away to another location. Sediment carried away. Okay, so the sediment got moved away. Now what? Well, let's think about what could move it, Alia. The wind could move it, water could move it, and even, Deshawn, a big block of ice could move it, called a glacier. But eventually, what happens is the sediment slows down. And when the sediment slows down, it falls down to the ground. We call this deposition. Say that?
Deposition.
So some of the sediments get dropped off or deposited. This is called deposition. Deposition is when sediments get dropped off and eventually form new land. It's like this. They get dropped and they start to form new pieces of land. Eyes on me.
Okay, so let's not move it, okay?
Eyes on me. Okay, so they get dropped off. One piece gets dropped, and then another piece, and then another piece, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and another, until I have a new piece of land. So in your notes, in the next box, write deposition is when sediments get dropped off and eventually form new land in a location. I think of it like this picture. It's like little pieces of sediment piling up after they get dropped off, eventually forming a big pile of sediment. Repeat after me. When I say deposition, you say drops it. Deposition.
Drops it.
Deposition.
Drops it.
This time do it with your hands, like you're dropping something. When I say deposition, you say drops it. Deposition.
Drops it.
Deposition.
Drops it.
Okay, we're gonna finish watching that brain pop video that we started. They're gonna talk about erosion and deposition.
How can land change? When rocks break down, they can be carried away to different areas.
Carried away, erosion.
Well, when waves crash into rocks, bits of rock are washed into the ocean. Eventually, the weathered rocks break down into tiny pieces and become sand.
We call that sediment.
Then the sand can wash away to different places. Erosion happens when rocks and soil are carried away by wind, water, and other forces. Rivers and streams can break down rocks and carry them far away. Over time, a river can wear away land to form a canyon. A glacier is a large body of ice that moves really slowly and picks up bits of land as it moves. Over millions of years, a glacier can wear away at mountains and leave behind valleys. Landforms look different because weathering and erosion have changed areas in different ways. People can change land too. Plant roots help keep soil in place. When people clear land for farms or buildings, erosion happens a lot faster. The soil can wash away more easily.
So what happens is when we have trees, they have roots, right? And those roots, Deshaun, can you nudge him, please? Deshaun, when the roots are in the ground, they hold the soil in place. So when it rains, the soil stays there. But when I chop down the trees, now there's no more roots. So what happens when it rains is that soil has nothing to hold it in. So that soil moves with the water. That's called soil erosion. Okay?
People also change land when they build roads or buildings. Land is always changing in different ways. You're right, Moby. The weathered sidewalk isn't too safe. Well, that's one way to make it safe.
Okay, so weathering, erosion, deposition. Now, I like to dance or sing when I'm learning new things. So this song has some moves, and it's going to help you remember the difference between weathering, erosion, and deposition. Okay? So I want you to repeat after me, and if you want to look in your notes, the words are in your notes. Okay? But repeat after me. Ready? Break, move, drop. Go.
Break, move, drop.
Break, move, drop.
Break, move, drop.
All of these processes happen to a rock.
All of this process happens to a rock.
Break, move, drop.
Break, move, drop.
Break, move, drop.
Break, move, drop.
Weathering breaks it.
Weathering breaks it.
Erosion takes it.
Erosion takes it.
And when the motion stops,
And when the motion stops,
deposition drops it.
deposition drops it.
Break, move, drop.
Break, move, drop.
Okay, stand up. We're going to learn the dance. Stand up. You're a good dancer. All right. Adrian, stand up. Alex, stand up. You stand up. It'll be fun. Okay, eyes on me. Hands like this. Okay. Break. We're going to slide this way, move, and then you drop down. Drop. And then we do it again. Break. Go that way this time. Move. Drop. And then we go.